European gas prices rocketed as much as 30% higher after Russia said one of its main gas supply pipelines to Europe would stay shut indefinitely. The benchmark gas price surged as high as €272 per megawatt-hour when the market opened after Russia said that a leak in Nord Stream 1 pipeline equipment meant it would stay shut. Europe has accused Russia of weaponizing energy supplies in retaliation for Western sanctions imposed on Moscow over its invasion of Ukraine, leaving the EU racing to find alternative supplies to refill gas storage facilities for winter. Several states have triggered emergency plans that could lead to energy rationing and raising prospects. The UK's new Prime Minister Liz Truss is set to announce a package worth tens of billions of pounds to help people to pay their energy bills. The Prime Minister has vowed to cut taxes, ruling out a windfall tax on oil and gas giants and suggesting government borrowing will cover costs. The bank hiked up its expectations as reports suggested an energy bill freeze would sit at around the £2,500 level, which was a substantially lower amount than the bank had anticipated. Reports also suggest a £40 billion package will be put in place to support businesses with their energy costs. Researchers have created a solar-powered device that produces hydrogen fuel directly from moisture in the air. The device would allow hydrogen to be produced without carbon emissions even in regions where water on land is scarce. Hydrogen is a zero-carbon fuel that yields only water as a byproduct when combusted. It's not found abundant in nature, so it requires energy input. The device is comprised of spongy material with a hygroscopic liquid. The absorbed water molecules are then split at electrodes into hydrogen and oxygen gases, a process known as electrolysis. The U.S. solar market will nearly triple over the next 5 years, after President Joe Biden signed the largest climate bill in U.S. history into law. The report, released, shows projects in the U.S. market growing 40% more than prior forecasts through 2027 on the heels of the supportive legislation. The growth comes amid more frequent grid outages. California has asked residents to cut use as record temperatures drive power demand to new highs. Extreme weather events driven by climate change have also plagued the grid. Power prices are also jumping on the heels of rising commodity prices, which is prompting consumers to turn to solar power. The Inflation Reduction Act is expected to create 550,000 new jobs in industries producing renewable electricity, more than doubling the size of the cleantech sector. From electric vehicles to carbon-neutral power generation, new plant announcements have come from Honda, Toyota and First Solar since the law was signed last month. The industry will spend as much as $600 billion by 2030 to triple the nation's capacity for wind and solar power, according to the group's projections.